Hi, I felt like making a video reply to your video. If you happen to end up watching this before I link it to anyone's video, well, give it time. I'll get that done. But anyway, in your video, one, you can't have openings like that because I was getting ready to bawl. You had all the camera changes and the inner monologue or dialogue or whatever. I was just like, this is no, and then lightened up. So I kind of had the feeling like I was about ready to, and then it went a little lighter. I was like, whew, I can't deal with that. But I'm not making this video to encourage you, discourage you, because it's not my place to do so. Excuse me. But yeah, you mentioned a couple things, which like time where you go into boing mode, as it were, and then it's okay for a couple days, and then it comes back. And then you had mentioned the whole feeling like, maybe I can make it in boing mode, and is it worth everyone I'm hurting? Well, the simple truth is, and I'm not saying this for you, because you already know the answers to all these things, but maybe to reverberate to some of the other people, it comes down to a couple simple things. Because no matter what, and I know this is pretty bleak, but no matter what, you're going to be a freak. So you have to decide which one is better and which one causes you and everyone else's pain. Being a freak on the outside or being a freak on the inside. Being a freak on the inside means you have all these feelings and expressions and emotions and you never ever get to express them. Being a freak on the outside, far more dangerous. It means coming to terms and facing yourself. And we all know we're our own worst critics. I would deny that, but then I'd beat my own ass. Which I think thus proved my point. But yeah. So I've gone through the exact same thing. We all have. So let me tell you a couple things that have gone on with my week. By the way, don't mind the scrubs, but yeah. I've been interning at a nursing home and whatnot. I only have a couple days left. And I'll pretty much have my nursing aid license, which is not a nurse in any way, shape, or form, but it's the S.T.N.A, State Tested Nursing Assistant. Which, by the way, I've actually had that job before, but I kind of got out of it, and I let my license expire, so I got to get it all over again. And I've been noticing, now I'm getting sidetracked, but it started off as a video to you, and now it's going to go some other direction, so if you were just interested in a video towards you, you could stop watching it at this point. But like I was saying, I've been noticing that the way I used to get at the residents or the geriatric people that I was working with in the nursing home is totally different now than the way I used to work on them. Before, when I was in boy mode, I could just lift them up and put them down and easily move them to the wheelchair. I found that I no longer have the luxury of working that way. I have to work smarter and not harder, because I can't do the harder stuff anymore. I can't do it. It was kind of weird. One of the people I was actually in class with, Clayton, he's also the same boat I am in. Now, this boat particularly, but used to be an S.T.N.A, let his license expire, came back, and he's like, yeah, it's so easy, I got my groove, and these people are so easy to get up, and it's like, yeah, but I'm like, it's like, well, and he mentioned, well, you guys just don't, it's not as easy for you is because you don't have that routine down yet, you haven't been AIDS before. So I'm like, no, because I've been AIDS before, and I used to, so it's not easier for the rest of the class because we're all women. We don't have that upper body strength, which at this point I'm really missing. And God, am I sore. My arms feel like limp rubber bands. I'm not used to this kind of work as I used to be. Kind of a little frustrating. I feel weak. I feel inferior in some way, which I know I'm not, but just how I've been feeling. And of course, people are going to ask because, you know, people are always like, well, you know, you're transgender. How's your transition going? Well, were you passible? Which, you know what? I'm sick and tired of talking about transgender issues. You know, like my whole life revolves around it, which it doesn't. To me, being transgendered is not about being transgendered, but about being whatever gender I was meant to be. But yeah, so that's been getting me down too, because, you know, there's a couple of the people that are in dementia, or, you know, maybe early stage Alzheimer's, where they kind of seem lucid and then they slip back and forth into moments, and, you know, they seem still a little off kilt, and yet they're still kind of like, sounds like a man's in the room. Most of the aides are really nice though. They haven't said anything. Though one of the other students, when we were still doing the classwork assignments and we weren't even on the floor doing our clinicals, which, by the way, that's what I've been doing for the last 2 days. One more day to go on my clinicals. And then, a couple weeks later, state test. But anyway, yeah, one of them actually said I meant she. So I know that they know, and I know they know that I know. Or maybe they don't know that I know. But that's irrelevant. So yeah, it started making me really think that I used to think it was so important to be passable, but maybe it's just important that they treat you, in spite of the fact that you're not passable, the way you feel and the way you deserve to be treated. Which is really nice. It still is a little, you know, it's like a little bit of a thorn in the side that I'm not completely 100% passable. But all in all, you know, I'm okay, because they're still treating me the way I feel I deserve to be treated, and likewise I treat all of them equally. Yeah. So that's what's been going on with my life, and so on and so on and etc. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, most of my videos anymore are probably actually going to be intros, talking about briefly other people's videos. I really don't feel the need to actually make my own videos anymore, you know. If I ramble on about parts and pieces of my life, so be it, but anyway. So, I'm going to look directly at the camera. Oh, by the way, Papa, I got the necklace. I love it, and not only do I love it, but it was the combination of the necklace and the whole back history behind it. Love it. That combination was like, oh my god, this is like too cool. So to all those people that love me, which, why wouldn't you love me? I love me. Why can't you love me? Do you need to love me? You know what? You need to love yourself so that you can love me better. Oh, now the screen went black. Ruin my intro and my perfect ending, computer. How dare you?